This conference will now be recorded.
Well, hey everyone, thanks for coming. And we're really excited about this opportunity to talk with Sean Berry, who has created this amazing website/Rotary app to create awesome graphics for Rotary People of Action. I'm Michelle O'Brien, and I'm the Rotary Public Image Coordinator for Zone 24 West. So that's the western side of Canada and Alaska. And we'll be recording this webinar, and it will be on greatideas2share.com as well as shared on social media. So without further ado, thank you, Sean, for joining us as a current club president. We know you're super busy, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. I'm just trying to figure out my windows here real quick here. I guess I will start with a little bit about myself. I'm Sean Berry. I joined Rotary in May of 2010. I'm current president of the Rotary Club North St. Paul, Maplewood, Oakdale, Minnesota. I'm also on the public image team of District 5960 as their social media lead. I started my business called Nerd Media, formerly SGB Web Design, in 2009. About the app, 90% of the people take photos with their phones or mobile devices and want to edit on their device and upload to the social media right away, without having to go to a desktop or a laptop. The inconvenience we're unwilling really to do. So the Rotary People of Action Photo Editor is a web application to edit and modify photos, particularly for the Rotary International People of Action campaign. The app is designed to work on your internet browser on your desktop or mobile device. The reason I developed the app was I was at our zone celebration in September, and with a couple of other presidents, it was taking pictures and trying to use Rotary's brand center to edit People of Action photos, and it's not mobile friendly at all. When it's not responsive, and also it removes your photo when you change the template, which it's still uploaded, but it's also kind of inconvenient to continue to open the same photo that you want. When I returned from home, or returned from my trip, I decided to set out and find a solution, at least for myself. And after about 2 months of development, I shared it with my district. They thought it was really easy, and I decided to go ahead and share it with everyone else.
Hey, Sean, it's Michelle. Where did you share it first?
To District 5960, the leadership team, and then I shared it after that, after a couple of edits to it. I shared it with the Facebook group Design Hub, Rotary International Design Hub, and also Rotary Geeks on Facebook group. And with a lot of people loving it and giving me, or just loving it and giving me feedback on it, I've made it a little bit better of some of that feedback. There's still some development that I want to make on it, but I got to find time to do that. I'm gonna
Hold on for 1 second, Sean. So anyone who's on the call, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, the Rotary International, it's Design Hub, right?
Yes.
You should join it. There's close to 3,000 members now. It was started by Evan Burrow out of Australia, who many of you know is the guy that is responsible for kind of the Superman image of pulling his shirt back with the Rotary logo. So if you haven't joined that group, go ahead. there's a lot of great resources there, including Sean's app.
I'm going to break the editing or the applying the template in two parts. One will be the basics, which would be applying the template, merging, undoing and moving, or moving if you kind of screw up something, you can undo, and then save in the image. And I'll go through 3 photos with that, and then I'll go on to advanced editing, which would be brightness of your photo in case you take a dark photo, cropping, applying the template, adding a shadow to that template, and adding your logo either by uploading another image or using the master band in text. That. And then we can go into questions and answers. If I'm going too fast, speak up and tell me to slow down. So the app can be accessed at poaphotos.com, and there's a button at the top, the yellow button that, or you can select on the menu item, photo app. And it'll open this app.poaphotos.com. It'll open, you can select one of your sample photos or the sample photos that I have, or you can open a photo by clicking open photo. To select a template, we can go templates, and I've included Rotary, Rotaract, Interact, the current theme, the master band, and the mark of excellence. I've been asked if the new theme will be up here. Yes, the new theme will be up here, but not until June 30th, when the next president comes in. So we'll click on Rotary, and then it will come up.
Sean, it's Michelle again. I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there a way that you can maximize your screen? Sweet, thanks.
So when you click on either the Rotary, Rotaract, or Interact, it will come up with the current People of Action campaigns, plus one that my district is, and I think all Rotary clubs should have, is have fun. And then we click on which one we want. So this is a Fight Hunger. And once you click on it, it's going to show the template. And if you select on any of the 4 corners, you can drag and make the template larger. And if you select anywhere on that template, you can then move it. Try to get it so you can see it, and you click apply.
And you can change the color too, right?
You can change the color. So if you click on color, I have the standard Rotary, Rotaract, and Interact colors here. Or if you want to select your own color, you can click on the paint palette. So, let me go back. This will not allow you to change that color, but we can make it another way to make this pop a little bit. So if we click on shadow, and you click on the offset of X and the Y, it will add a shadow there, so it's a little bit more, it'll pop a little bit better. And the next thing you do is you click merge. And once it's merged, you can't move your template anymore. Say you screw up, there's a clock icon with an undo in the upper right hand corner. If you click on that, you can go back to anything above merged. So now we can now move that. Once you're done with that photo, you click Save. It'll pop up with a file name. And if you want to save it as a PNG or a JPEG. PNG file will be uncompressed file. So if you're going to put this on a poster, a large poster, I would suggest you put it as a PNG file. It's going to be a much better quality of a photo. JPEG is great for any of your social media. You can also change the quality of the photo. I would not go less than a 70% or a 7 on your photo. Otherwise, it's going to get really grainy. And then you click Save, and it will save your file. To create a new one, either refresh or you can click Open Background Image. And open a new photo.
Are these all images that you're choosing? Are they from your club's activities?
Some of them. That last one was. This one was provided by. I asked Facebook, my Facebook friends, to send me some photos of their club's activities, just so I can have a mixture of different photos. Again, so we click the template, Rotary, and the template that you want. Drag, make it larger. Apply. Then click Close. Merge. It's as easy as that. And this also works on your mobile phone. So instead of using your mouse, you're going to use your finger to drag on the corners to make it larger. Press and drag to move it also.
So Sean, regarding the use on the phone, you have to use it through the web page on your phone, correct? Because I looked for an app like in Google Play or iPhone in the iTunes store, and the app is not there, but you can do it easily through the web page on your phone, right?
Yes. So the app works on any mobile or desktop device with Chrome, Firefox, Safari, MS Edge, or Opera browsers. I'm sure there's other browsers out there that I'm not including, but these are the main ones. It does not work in Facebook in-app browser or Instagram in-app browser or any other in-app browser. Those are smaller stripped back versions of browsers, and it doesn't allow all of the code basically to load correctly. You'll be able to edit the photo, but you will not be able to save the photo.
Do you have any plans on making an actual app that people can download in Google Play or the iStore?
I'm yes and no. I would love to make an app for Android and iDevices. I'm currently looking for a developer for iDevices. I have not personally developed for iPhones or anything, or for the Apple Store. I have developed for Android, so Android probably would come out first, unless I can find an Apple developer, and hopefully to do it pro bono, because this is kind of a pet project, and I don't necessarily want to spend a lot of money on developing an app.
Totally get it. Totally get it. What's really cool, we had a bunch of people at Pacific Northwest Pets this weekend who we directed to the site, and they were actually using it on the fly. And we had a live social wall happening at Pacific Northwest Pets, and there were some of the designs that were up there that were clearly from what you designed right here.
Great. So I'm going to do one more of the basic, and then I'll go into the more advanced editing. So again, so we click open background image. Templates. Either your Rotary, Rotaract, Interact, and then your template. Grab the corner and make it larger, and grab anywhere inside that template, and then you can move it. I always try to center the template unless you're going to cover up a face or you're going to cover up most of the action that you're doing on in the photo. Close, and we'll merge. Save.
So did you get your inspiration, Sean, did you get your inspiration? Because to me, I use canva.com a lot, and this is like an easier version of Canva almost.
I've used, I guess my inspiration is going to all those, whether it's Canva or there's thousands of them out there that work great, but I could not edit my own or add my own templates. Canva I could, but then it didn't work quite as well as I wanted it to. And also I couldn't share that with everyone. So everyone would really have to create their own templates in order to do uh, the editing in Canva.
Well, yeah, and I think this is a simple tool where, regardless of people's ability, I mean, this is so plug and play. Canva is really super easy as well, but you kind of have to play around with it a little bit. And if you're not super computer savvy, it could be a little bit of a struggle. Where what you've created here is, golly, it's amazing for people, whatever their ability. It's just perfect.
Thank you. I'm going to go on to the advanced editing now. So we'll go background image again, edit, and I will start with this one. So this one, I want to get rid of this person in this phone that's on their phone. So we click crop. It's going to give you a bunch of templates that you can go. Widescreen. 10:8 is a good size photo for Facebook. So we will crop her out. You click apply. And I crop that by just clicking the corners again and dragging. And then now we can add our templates again. This one I will go interact, fight hunger, move it and resize it. If you have a very light background, again, we can add the shadow by just changing the X and the Y offset.
Sean, can I make a shadow even if I've changed the color to be like blue?
I guess, what do you mean by changing the color to blue on the temp?
So if I want to go in and first change the color of the Together We Fight Hunger in the logo, and then can I later add the shadow?
Yes, you can. But it looks like the I will have to fix that. Blanking out the together we. Add that to my bug list.
So, I mean, that's cool. I mean, it doesn't matter. But how long has this thing been live?
January?
Okay, so like really, like I mean, what, 6 weeks? I mean, it would be natural that you're going to have some bugs. It's amazingly sophisticated for only having been live for 6 weeks. This is super cool.
We'll merge that. Let's say, oops, we want to move that. We go ahead and click this. The upper right hand corner looks like undo, and we can go ahead. Oops, that one. Sorry, I have a lot of them in here.
So, Bob and Daisy, do you have any questions?
I don't have any particular questions. It looks like a tool we can really make use of. I need to go back just a little bit and where do we find this initially? Sean, can you?
Yeah, so if you go to poaphotos.com.
Okay.
And then on the menu bar or on the upper right hand corner it says photo app, and you can click on that.
Okay, thank you.
No, I think it's wonderful. I'm excited to have it because I shared the same frustration in terms of going to Zone or other events, and it kind of then after the fact you come back home and I've got a million photos, but you want to be able to actually post them with the templates. So I think it's great. I guess my only question would be, well, first of all, congratulations. But my question would be, is it okay if I were to share this with some people in my district, or do you want us to wait, or I don't want to jump the gun?
No,
It's all
please,
over Facebook right now.
please do share it.
Okay, wonderful, awesome.
One more thing I want to go through is in case you want to add your Rotary Zone or your Rotary Club logo, if you click open, you click overlay image, you can now select an image to overlay. So I'm going to select our logo, and it's going to add it over the top of the image. And again, if you select and drag the corner, you can make it larger. And then you can place it to wherever you want. So that's one way we can add your logo. If you don't, let's say you don't have your logo available on your phone or on your desktop, if you go to templates and master band and you select one of the Rotary or Rotaract Interact logos, you can add the master band. We'll apply that, close, and then we can add text. So we want white text. Open Sans Condense is one of the allowable or alternative texts that are for the logos, and we click add text. And then just follow the directions of double click. And then if you again click and drag whatever size photo or text you want, and then you can apply that over to your master band.
So are the fonts already preloaded in there in terms of like with the just general template? If we were to, is it automatically with the fonts that kind of vibe with the?
It uses Google fonts, so pretty much any font that's available on Google Fonts, it it defaults to Open Sans condensed, but anything you can find, and also if you want to add another text with the permanent marker, which is the text that's on the template, we can add that too.
So Sean, could I, under using the add text function, I could, like, let's say at the top, I could add something that said, join us May 2nd, 2 p.m., you know, like, in other words, promote an event.
Oh, sure, you can. You can add
sweet.
any of the font. If you go to fonts.google.com, you can find all their fonts. There's 140 fonts in here that it pulls directly from that.
So this would be a great option for someone who is wanting to create a quick print ad or a social media ad to promote an event as well.
Yes, that would. Do you want me to go through? Oh, actually, yes. I'm going to go through one more.
I'd like to learn more about Filter.
Okay. We will go to so Filter is, you can change it to grayscale, black and white. You can change the sharpness if it's just the photo's not that great. Brightness, once you click that, you can click on the gear icon and you can change by a slider. So you take a really dark photo and you want to brighten it up a little bit. Once you're done, you click apply. Gamma is just changing some of the it's the oops, wrong one. If it's a photo that has a lot of red in it or other color, we can play around with that and you can change your look of the photo. And noise is another one if it's.
So it's kind of like the Instagram feature.
Yes. You can resize your photo. So if you took a photo or someone took a photo and sent it to you via text and it's a small photo, you can make it a little larger if you needed to. The caution with this is if you're going to get a small thumbnail photo, you're not going to be able to blow it up to a nice size photo. Transform is, say someone sent you a photo like that. Well, we can go in and we can rotate it. Mirror it vertically or horizontally. Corners is, it's very hard to see on this, but if we make the corners, it rounds the corners. And rounding the corners will only work with PNG images because they'll make those corners then transparent. So when I save this photo, those corners will be a transparent photo, but I have to save it as a PNG file.
So what is the background feature?
The background is, let's create a new one. So let's refresh the screen. Okay, so if you refresh, you have on this thing, you have an open photo, and we also have a create new. So if we create a new photo, we can then select what size we want the canvas size to be. We can add a background to the image, color. And now I can add multiple photos to this. So if we click overlay image, start with you want to make a collage of your photos, say you have a lot of photos of a certain project that you want to share, we can continue to add overlay images to this.
Sean, how long did this development time last for you? I mean, how many hours did you put into this?
Hours, I'm not exactly sure, but I started when I got back from our zone celebration was in September. So 3.5 months of my free time, basically.
Holy cow, this is so impressive. So, Sean, what's the number one question that you get from people who are playing around with this app? And they say, well, I'm not quite sure. This is the one thing I don't understand. What would that be?
I guess just going through some of the questions that my frequently asked questions. One was why doesn't it work in my browser? And that was mostly, it was because they were using the in-app browsers like Facebook browser or Instagram browser. If you're going to click on a link in Facebook, it's going to open in their default browser or their in-app browser. For this, you have to actually open your phone or mobile device browser. Other questions are, can I download it to my device? Currently, no. It's a web app. It does not mean I'm not going to develop it to a mobile app that you can download it to your device.
I get that. You have a club to run since you're the club president. So maybe after July?
Maybe, yes. I do plan on doing it. It just depends on when.
And if someone wants to get in touch with you in terms of, I don't know, if they have a suggestion or kudos or whatever, I don't want to have them besiege you with, questions night and day, but where's the best place to get in touch with you?
If you go to poaphotos.com and if you click on basically help support tickets, it goes to me. If you have a question, a photo editor, general question, a bug report, you found an issue with it, a feature request, this goes to my email, and I'll be able to answer your questions or set up a webinar for you or whatever you need to do.
Now, Sean, if with the district, I mean, is there any ability for people to kind of save? So say at my district level, if there's usually a handful, there's like 10 of us that actually take a lot of photos and use them and post them to Facebook and whatnot. But is there a way to save? Like, say there was a group of us that wanted to kind of upload those. I know you've got the stock photos there, but there's no way, you would just have to upload them from your device, right?
Correct.
Okay, awesome. No, and that's fine. And I know we're still early, but I think it's amazing. I'm really excited. I know a couple people in our district that are going to be absolutely loving this.
The photos that you upload aren't actually being uploaded to my server. They're loading. The app loads into your browser's cache, and that photo is being uploaded or added to your cache, and then you're downloading. It's downloading the templates to add or your edits that you're adding. So I had a question: what happens to the pictures when after I upload them? Well, they're on your device, not on my server. That would use a lot of data and a lot of bandwidth on my server.
Yeah. Especially as people play around. But so we can, though, there is a way for us then to download it to once we've like edited and put the template and whatnot on, there's a way we can save that. I mean, on our own device.
You know what? We never talked about that, Sean. How did you just download your photo and it's on your device, right?
Right. So when you click open on a mobile device, it'll open up your default pictures or downloads folder, and you select the device, select the picture.
When I'm done with my People of Action Picasso using your site, then I just save it, right? And it goes to my device?
Correct. So you click save, you name it, and then JPEG or PNG file, you click save and it downloads it to your download folder on your device.
Awesome.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time, but oh my gosh, Sean, holy cow, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. I know you're really busy. Is there anything else that you want to share? I've got this recorded. Hopefully I'm going to be able to be tech savvy and download this and get this uploaded to our website and also put out on social media so that people can learn.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, I know I kind of, I think I crashed your party here a little bit. I'm out in upstate New York, but Jeffrey Ketter had suggested he knew I would like this. And so I appreciate you letting me crash this, and because I think this is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, me as well. Thank you for putting this together, Michelle and Sean. Great.
Thanks, Sean. I really appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome.
All right, take care. Bye-bye, guys.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.